All right. Now, sadly, everybody can hear you. All right.
Yes, hello.
Now,
Oh.
sadly,
Oh,
everybody can
no.
hear you.
Whatever shall we do?
All right.
Yes, hello.
Now, sadly,
Oh,
everybody
no.
can hear you.
So is
Whatever
this
shall we do?
All right.
Yes, hello.
Now, why is it looping?
What do you mean?
It kept
Man, if only
looping
the
for some
professionals knew
reason,
What
so
was going on?
that was weird. Okay, let's do that here. Let's check that here. And we're good. Everybody can hear me fine?
Yeah?
It's
Yep.
fine.
Just a little sound check. All right. So, how everybody's been in the last 2 weeks? I hope everybody was fine.
Busy, but fine.
Busy, of course, busy.
Good.
Oh my God, Vess, your sound is like a silent killer her 13. Ominous. We'll see how that goes. The players have been foreshadowing a TPK, so I'm hoping this is not the direction that it will be going. But yes, Vess, you're gonna need to talk a bit closer to your microphone because right now, you're very, very, very quiet. Good thing though, by the way, I will not be using the Yeti anymore. If you want it, I can give it to you since you paid half of it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And if you need it, I'll give it back to you. Like, it's a trade-off, you know.
Yeah. Oh, so who's that? Who's Silent Killer 13? Someone. I hope they're doing fine.
I think you're misreading.
Okay, how should I read it?
Well, you're saying kill her, but it's kill her.
Yeah, you gotta put that emphasis on
That's
it.
my French accent, bro. So give me a break.
Be more American.
Be more American. Yeah, he gets it. Be more America. I'm sorry. I'll try to honor my American friends. And we can go right into it. So, in the last episode 2. Oh, you know Nukri. I'm so sorry that you know Nukri. I'm sorry for everybody that knows.
I'm sorry too.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry too. So last we left off, our adventuring company had left the city of Restov, adventuring and stepping for the first time into the Stolen Lands. After a few days of trekking and adventuring, they made it to what is called Oleg's trading post, a small, walled-off little trading post, basically the only area of civilization in what is otherwise a great expanse of land that is wild and untamed. Of course, our company found that place currently being under prey of local thieves and bandits. Not staying at the trading posts themselves, but coming from the forest and generally attacking, or rather extorting money from the trading post at a fixed interval. As fate would have it, our heroes got to the trading post the day before these bandits were slated to return and collect what they believe is theirs. The morning of, Oleg and Svetlana, the two owners of the trading post, saw on the distance the bandits retreated to the safety of their home, basically letting our heroes to deal with the situation. And we'll be, just give me a second. Where is the trading post? Oleg's trading post, that's the one. Here we go. As you notice up top, we already have the initiative that is to be rolled because in the middle of conversation, Lucian decided to draw his sword in one swift motion and try to lay low the person that seemed to be the leader of this group of villain bandits. Off in the distance... Indeed. You could also see that there was 4 horses. Basically, if one of them decided to flee, that would spell disaster for Oleg that truly did not wanted to be assured that his trading post would remain safe. Any questions?
Do I need to roll initiative? Or
As you'll notice up top, there is a d20 on each of your faces. You may click on it in order to set your...
Well, I just meant Since I initiated combat, do I need to roll it? Or
You
are we just
do.
saying
You
first?
are allowed,
Okay.
if you wish, instead of rolling perception for initiative, to roll diplomacy for initiative, as you were in the middle of talking.
Okay. Let me see what's higher. Probably perception. That's 7. Oh, it actually.
Actually. Oh, and let's put. That's right. I forgot last time to put the soundtrack of the actual situation for Trouble at Oleg's. Just give me a second. Let me find it. It's
So I
actually
like the
funny.
idea that diplomacy will be the initiative roll, seeing as how that is that just like no, please let me swing first.
Well, it's more of a like. Masked is intention behind trying to approach in a diplomatic ways and so forth. Yes, Vess, what can I do for you?
Yes, if I recall from last game, Nikri did a speech and we could use the initiative he gave us, like a 20.
You can use 20 of initiative if you'd rather. I will still let you roll. So if you have higher, you can use the higher one that you have. Otherwise, we will use the non-ability that, Nikri didn't really have, but, used anyways. So
Yeah,
we'll be doing that. Do you want
I
to
have
use your
lower
20 of
AC.
initiative?
Yes, please, I have a 12, so...
Okay, let's modify that. You are now at 20 of initiative.
Gracias.
You're quite welcome. Let me just try to see. The music's not too loud for anybody?
No, we're good.
Awesome! So, let's do that here. I'm gonna do that here. I'm gonna do that here. And I'm gonna do that here. As fate would have it, the fastest on the draw was the gentleman that Lucian tried to attack. He was armed with a bow, sword still sheathed. Decided that he would take the chance and, especially as wounded as he was, to retreat away from Lucian, hoping that his reflexes were not that fast. Lucian, do you have a reflective strike or attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
You may take it.
No, I do not.
Oh, you do not. Excellent. So, Haps, as he is aptly named, will slowly back up. Sorry. 4, 5 will back up near the horses. His intent is clearly to escape, maybe, or make it as fast as he can away from the current situation. He will nonetheless attempt to attack you with his composite short bow.
I will use my reaction for flashy dart.
You may let me retarget you because we noticed that it was not working. If I really
I think it does work. I just misunderstood.
excellent. All right, so we'll be attacking you with his bow and critically fail. As you notice, maybe he has a card now. And he is now stunned 1 because he amazingly missed. In his hurry, trying to get away from you as fast as he could, he kind of like whipped his bow in his face. And he's lucky that his bow didn't break with the amazing critical miss that he just had. That being said, Lucian, it is your turn. You now have panache.
Okay, well, that's easy then. Do I have 3 actions or just 2?
You have 3 actions because you use one of your action into your attack that you just did.
Okay, hold on. Repeat that?
Okay, as we said last when we left off,
so I should have 2.
one attack was already used as a preemptive strike.
Yes, so I should have 2 actions.
You only have 2 actions, yes.
Yes, okay, you said 3. Confused.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's easy then. Let me 5, 10, 15, 25. So yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yes.
And then I'm just going to call out, that's my final action, I guess, is that, are you really so cowardly as to run? You have 4 men here. I am but 1. Fight!
Okay. I am but 1 forgets that he has like a whole posse of people
But
behind
they're
him.
so,
Lots of people behind
my
you.
idea is they're so far away and they've not attacked.
You are correct. You are correct. Maybe Nakri will think that that's how you want
What do
to
we
keep it.
what do we think, Galali? Are we fighting? If he wants to be an army.
Are you
of one-
are you done with your turn, Lucian?
I mean, if you're saying that's not an action, I'll
That
take my
is one
attack,
action.
Okay, then that's all my turn.
Excellent. Just give me a second. What? Oh shit! I'm in the wrong window trying to press things. All right. One of the gentlemen currently with his horse on his horse goes down from the horse. Will draw his short bow. No, since you are in combat, no, he will draw a dagger, and since you are in combat, he'll approach and attempt to strike you with 2 attacks with his daggers. So the first attack will be a critical miss, but not enough to make a fumble. And second one will be a critical miss as well. So both basically swings go wide as you kind of see him coming from the side and expertly dodge out of the way. Kind of like, you know, just ducking and weaving, being sure that you are keeping him in check. Do you have a question, Lucian? I see your hand is raised. Yes.
Since it became my turn and then passed, do I regain my reaction, or is that only within a round? So
Your reaction is regained when it is the beginning of your turn.
Okay, so I do have it. Good to
Yes. Does that satisfy your question?
know. Yes. Yes.
Awesome. Vess, as we notice, still hidden behind the cart and your presence unknown to most enemies, what do you do?
Can I pass under the cart?
So the cart, if you want to do it, I would say that it would be considered to be difficult terrain. And let me check the distance real quick from where you are. So you'd like in one action you'd land about halfway at the middle of the cart. So it takes probably like 2 actions to go on the other side, and you would be prone. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because
but what if,
it's
like, I
not
run
high enough
here,
for you to be standing upward. You need to literally duck down
crawl.
and crawl. Yes.
Okay, so it's more convenient than to just like a 25 foot here.
Yes, that is 25 foot.
So, oh right, I need to press this. Space bar. Sorry, control. Not easy.
Yes. So you notice about like 15 feet up in front of you, there's one of the bandits. I would like. Do you remember how much you've rolled for your stealth?
Oof, no, it's been too long.
Okay, can you re-roll it for me just a second, real fast?
Yes, on the stealth roll. Okay, let's try to beat 19.
Sadly, the enemy in front of you sees you coming out since you're not out. Like, basically what was hiding you was the cover behind the cart. And you stop being hidden the moment you step out from behind it. So the enemy is like, oh, there's another one! But that's pretty much it. So you will not benefit from any benefit from being hidden.
Got it. Can I try like to finish all my movement and just be top here with my last 2?
So that's 50 of movement. That's a staircase right there. It's not difficult terrain. So yes, not a problem.
Okay, so my goal is to be on top here.
Yes.
Okay, and that will be all for me.
Are you going, or do you want me to put you there?
Oh no, I'm going. Slowly but surely.
Surely.
And I mostly like go there like as if I'm a curious person.
I mean,
Like,
there's a fight, so even if you're curious or anything like that, you're pretty sure if somebody sees you, they're gonna shoot at you. You're not stupid,
yeah,
and they're not stupid either. So.
all right.
All right.
That will be all.
The bandit basically that saw you cross right in front of you, of him and so forth, will be the one that shoots at you. Especially since you don't look as if you're like fleeing, you're not escaping, you're not screaming or anything like that. It seems that you're going into an advantageous position. The two twins in front of him haven't really done anything yet. So for that reason, he will be attacking you. He will stay where he is and basically shoot his short bow 3 times at you. The first one misses. It's just quite enough because you were basically going up the stairs. As you did, you hear it and you kind of like are pretty sure that your beautiful coat now has a new hole inside of it. The second one critically misses. Basically, you hear the loud crack of the arrow breaking as it hits the ladder that you just went through. And the last one basically passes. So basically, like, he shoots 3 arrows and you nimbly make your way up and across and basically evade all of it. Gilali.
Yes.
It is your turn. Oh, I forgot to bring up the HP of everybody. Let me do that. Combat tracker, Alt on. So what do we do, Gilali?
I give McRae a nod in answer to his question about the fighting, and I move forward so that I can get an advantage point.
Sorry, what?
I'm going to move forward.
Okay.
I'm trying to measure to see how far away I am from these guys, but the numbers are
55. So you're
55
55 feet away from these ones.
okay. And we wanted to keep one of these guys alive as well, right?
That was what was briefly discussed, indeed.
Okay. So I'm going to move forward and I'll cast the spell.
Go right ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm having.
It's all right. You need to select here we go.
Okay, and
Remember to press T on the target you wish to target. And what spell do you cast?
my dark sword.
Excellent. See if you can cast it now. If you press the button cast, does it appear?
I have to get my sheet open.
Yes. Or you can use it by the quick expanded HUD.
Yeah, it's got a 60 feet.
Okay, so we checked needle darts to be sure that we were applying it as it should. The way it works is quite simple. You have 3 attacks to make by casting it with 2 actions. So basically, you spend 2 actions and you can make 3 attacks. All 3 attacks can be made against different targets, and each will receive 3d4 of damage. Since you do not have any adamantine, cold irons, and silver, you cannot use these special types of metal. So you need to cast the needle darts, the one at the top. So in the channel, can you please in the chat, can you click please on needle darts 2 actions? Excellent. Select your first target. Are you going to do the 3 attacks on him?
No, I will do.
Okay, so do the first one, and then we'll do the second one at MAP -5, and the third one at MAP -10.
Okay, so attack.
Yep. That's hit, so you may click roll damage. Do you see it?
Yes.
Excellent. Damage is done. He's still standing, but like the shard of metal goes literally through his stomach. He grasps it and stops the bleeding. It's not a lethal wound yet, but if left like that without care, he'll die. And now you want to, if you want to attack him again, you keep the target. Otherwise, you need to remove the target from him and put it on another one. Now MAP -5. That's a 14. That hits. Damage again.
Okie dokie.
That one is again injured as much as the other one. They're shaky on their legs, but nothing quite more. And the last one at MAP -10.
Same target.
Same target. Excellent. Go ahead. And that is a critical miss. So sadly, it doesn't. The last shard goes wide, grazes the horse. The horse basically rears and bolts off.
Save the horses.
Anything else?
I'm sorry.
So that was 2 actions and an action to move. That's your 3 actions. Necree, you're our last to act. What do you do?
Right. So Necre's already got his the trident and shield up.
Does he?
So he's going to use
Just wanna be
defensive
sure.
advance. He should, right? From where we were last
Yep,
night.
yep. I just made sure because I know I knew you had your
Me
weapons.
clicking.
But yes. Yeah. So defensive advance, excellent.
Thank you. So defensive advance, he's going to go
Advance
up to
and
this
raise a
guy,
shield.
and he's going to. We are attacking those 3. Yeah. He's just going to he's gonna stab this guy.
Stab him.
He's gonna stab him.
You had not selected the target, so you're gonna have to redo
Okay.
that.
That's
And
fine.
yes, for the ease of game, anytime that you roll and you had not, you're trying to
I don't
pickpocket now.
I didn't want to pickpocket. I want to be better. How do I?
If you press T, you'll.
Yeah, you need to let your mouse over him and press T.
Like
There you
that.
go.
I cannot see if you have him targeted, but probably. Let me a second. I'm gonna move you for a
It is a little dot.
Yeah, it'll have the 4 little dots around him blinking at me.
Oh, yep, you have him targeted.
Okay. So, one more time with feeling.
All right, that sadly misses. So that's your
Can I
second
take that
action.
15. All right, he's gonna.
You have a
Well,
last.
the move and the attack.
Oh, wait,
'cause
wait.
it's 2 actions. So
Oh, so that's 2 actions, so that's 3. By the way, since you did not do it, you may click on defensive advance in your actions because it will raise your shield.
oh, okay. So click on that. The attack is part of defensive advance. If you
Yes.
if you end your movement within 1 melee reach, so his second.
Oh, sorry.
action-
Sorry. No, what you want to do is go in strikes and raise your shield.
Strikes. And raise.
Yes, because your shield is raised as part of the defensive advance.
Gotcha.
Excellent.
Click on defensive advance. Click on the other thing. Okay. So then for his final move.
That does it. Oh wait, no.
Wait.
Sorry. Because you did a defensive advance, you can make a strike. You still have 1 action left.
Okay. All right. So now the 1 strike was at +7. So even though it was the 2 moves, I still get it at +2, or do I do the -3?
You do the second one, so it's going to be a +2.
Okay.
You did not target the enemy, so that doesn't count.
Oh, what happened? All right. Here we go.
That totally hits. You
go.
can do damage.
Damage.
And before you falls that bandit, basically you impale him literally with your trident. He looks at you kind of stunned, and and you hear like a gurgling of like wet, and like as his lungs seem to be filling with blood, and he goes limp basically and slides off your trident. Anything else?
No, that's sufficient.
That is sufficient. That is sufficient. All right.
You have less than 9 HP.
His friend that is outside will attempt to go on the horse as a first action and dart off with the horse. Off in the distance, he is at 100 feet away within 1 round. Sorry, no. 2 actions, so that is 80 feet. That is good. He decided not to attack anybody and just try to make his way out of it. Ops in front of you is kind of stunned seeing like you can see the alarm in his eyes. Clearly was not expecting Oleg's trading post to be so aptly defended. He is, you can feel that he's partially between, should I just surrender or should I fight? And by the few seconds that it takes, he decides to oh, that's right, he is stunned 1, so he loses 1 action with that. He lost 1 action, so he still has... Thank you for the reminder, by the way. And he will draw a dagger as 1 action and take a swing as his final action, taking a swing at Lucian.
I will be using Flashy Dog.
You may do it. And he will nonetheless miss, going wide with the dagger. Basically, swing. He was aiming for a well-placed throat shot, and you basically just, again, like bobbed and weaved and then ducked out of the way as the blade kind of almost like grazes your skin, but doesn't like exactly break it. It is now your turn.
All right. Let me see.
As it gets to your turn, by the way, off in the distance, you see 3 individuals who are coming from far away. You recognize these people as Amiri, Valerie. 4 people: Amiri, Valerie, Lindsay, and Harim, who were following from some distance away, basically promising to join you at Oleg's trading post once they were done with their own shopping, to basically help you in your endeavors in the Stolen Lands. So yes.
Okay. I suppose what I'm going to do is frantically search my sheet.
Frantically search your sheet, okay.
Because
That's one action.
That's
one action.
The movement is. There we go. The speed is up there. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I guess
you're fast, right?
Yeah, I have 30 feet. So I'm going to spend 2 actions just to move up here.
So he is not there. He is 80 feet away.
80 feet. Wow. That changes things. That'd be 3 actions, and I can't do that.
Yes.
I guess, instead.
Somebody needs ranged in order to knock down that person.
Wow. I was thinking funny about it. Let's see.
Why do I imagine you being like the T-1000, just like, running just beside the horse? Like
I am a tabaxi rogue. Anyways, this archer, I guess I'm gonna turn my focus onto him.
Yes. Both are archers, but they don't have their bows left in their arms. They have daggers and other things like that. You can see that they clearly did not expect resistance to be that solid. That is an absolute hit.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
I am holding on.
And that one. Do that.
And he goes down as you literally cleave him in two with your new blade. Especially since, as you are, this Aldori sword is a new sword for you. You have not gotten used to the wave and so forth. So the way it digs into the flesh and so forth is probably more than what you'd expected, especially since you have on at the back of your head the reminder of Vest, like, keep one alive! But that's basically it.
Well, there is one alive. Although I do want...
That is your first action.
Yeah, that is my first out of 3.
If you keep him alive, we can't question him.
Yeah, but do I care about...
I don't think Lucien cares about that part.
Yeah, it's potatoes.
What is
plan we had, Vest? Remember that beautifully laid out plan? And Lucien was like, "That's a cool plan, but what if we do this?"
What is the grapple mechanic?
That is a very good question. Give me a second. Let's, for anybody out there playing Pathfinder, if you don't know something, Archives of Nettis. Archives of Netis is the official source for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I look like if I'm doing an infomercial or something. Grapple! In one simple key search, you can check. Grapple. You can use... You can use this weapon to grapple. Okay, no, that's a trait. So the grapple action. So you need to have at least one free hand, which you do, and your target needs to be no more than one size larger than you, which it is. You need to attempt an athletics check against the target's fortitude DC. You can grapple a target you have already grabbed or restrained without having a... so basically, yes, it is an athletics check.
Well, yeah, I guess I'll do that.
It needs to be a critical success if you want it to be restrained. If it's a success, it is only grabbed until the end of the turn.
Okay. This is very, very dangerous. Let me make sure I actually have... Yes. Okay. Is that featured?
Is that a what?
Sorry. Where was that? Yes. Blah blah blah. I guess I'm going to risk it and try to disarm him.
Okay.
Let me just post that.
So it is an athletics check versus the creature's reflex DC. So you may do your athletics check. DC 25 versus, and I'm guessing you're going against Hops. Apps, sorry.
Yes.
Reflex is... It is not a critical success. It is a success. So it will take a -2 penalty to attacks and so forth.
Yeah. And I suppose there's nothing saying I can't do that again, so my third action will just be to do it again.
So here's a question. He has 2 daggers in his arms, in his hands.
Oh.
Which of the 2 were you? You were holding one of the. You were trying to disarm one of these.
Yeah, his primary hand. So I'm assuming that right.
Okay, because I've noticed in the chat box there's the effect disarm success, and I can just draw it there, and it makes me pick the weapon. Foundry is so amazing.
Well, I guess I'll just... Screw it, I have to go for the grapple. I mean,
So that was your second action?
Yeah, I guess my third has to be a grapple.
Give me a second. I want to check one thing real quick. You know what? If you attack at your worst attack modifier, so I believe it is a -8 for you, because your weapon is agile, I can consider that you're trying to do non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Because you mean like your blade doesn't have 2 blades on each side; it has a back blade, so I think it would be logical.
I mean, if you're gonna say that, then sure.
Sure.
Hold on. Was that? It's just on an attack. Yes, it is. Okay. Shoot. Would you consider me using Confident Finisher acceptable?
No.
Okay.
Because Confident Finisher requires you to have a perfect technique. And you miss. Alright.
Good. Also lose match.
Vess!
Yes, Vess will tie like the guy running in the distance.
Yeah.
To do like a divide stratagem.
As an action.
As an action.
Go ahead.
But he's like under the horse, so I cannot target him.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move that here.
There you go, thank you. Action, device stratagem. Apply effect. Okay, at 11 on the dice. I guess that's gonna be a hit. To make sure. Whoop, I didn't want to trust myself.
I like the fact that whenever you use device stratagem, it like super zooms in on you, like ting, 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 and so forth. Why are you crook now?
Yeah, because I kind of scroll and.
Ah, wait! I'm trying to fix you. Okay.
And I'm gonna move like here and then shoot.
Why can't I zoom out?
Crossbow.
This is so weird. Wait.
Oh, if I do that, I'm hidden by the top. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna.
Yeah, like your character would have stopped before.
Yeah, so I could see it. Say we move here.
I can't zoom out, guys. I don't know what's happening, but I can't. I'm stuck in like super zoom mode.
I can't seem to drag myself. Okay.
How can I do
There
that?
we
Wait. I'm stuck! I'll try something. Just give me a second.
Try deselect.
Okay, it works now. So, I just changed map and came back. Because it was like, why am I stuck in like super like... Okay, what do you want to do, Vess?
I want to attack him.
You may target
Attack.
him and make your attack.
Did it work? Strike, attack, plus.
It will automatically take your stratagem.
Ah, it's the plus. It needs to do the +5. There you go. Trying to do this. There you go. Roll.
That is a hit.
Does that hit?
Absolutely. You can do the damage.
Roll the damage.
So it takes a second. You see the arrow just flying off. It seems to find its target. The horse keeps going, and after a few seconds, you see the form of the rider just like sliding off and falling down. The horse keeps on going, leaves, and the rider dead, basically on top of him.
That
See, I
one-
knew it could all work out.
Hey ho! Oh ho, Erica! Thank you for the the follows. The follows. The subscribe. I didn't see it. Subscribed. Oh my god, that is so cool. And before you ask, yes, I would like to. So, anyways, anything you have two. So you moved. You fired. You have one more action.
No, I squint my eyes a bit with the device stratagem. I move a little closer to make sure I will reach out and shoot him, and that's pretty much it.
Pog.
Okay.
So what does it mean? Sorry. My ADHD is working up. What did you do?
So, I squint my eyes to divide the stratagem to see, am I gonna reach in with my crossbow, move a little to make sure, and then...
Oh, you are correct.
Nailed it.
Since it was not pertaining to one of your open case, that was indeed an action. Gilali, it is your turn.
So they're all dead except for that one that it looks like Lucian is about to kill, correct?
That seems correct. Yes.
Well, you saw me try not.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
trying
okay.
to mobilize him.
And has the wind been taken from his sails sufficiently, or is he still?
So he's a bandit, right? Okay, Radder. Do you spend an action trying to figure that out?
No, just at a glance, I'm trying to see.
At a
what
glance, in the middle and chaos of a fight, you can't. So, like, imagine. Do you take 2 seconds to try to figure that out? If you do, that's one
Yes,
action.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay.
Excellent. I would like you to roll. Let me see for a second. Roll diplomacy for me.
Diplomacy, I know it's on here somewhere. Nope, that's perception. All right. All right. And
So he gives you the impression of somebody that is on the verge of just letting go of his daggers, just stepping out and being like, you know what? No, I'm done. You do by what and his behavior and how he's acting. You have a feeling that he's driven by fear. Not fear of the situation. Something seems to drive him by fear for not giving up and not surrendering. He's more afraid of something else than he is of you.
It's okay. Okay, so I don't want to attack him for fear of doing too much damage. So I simply say, "Good sir, your companions are all fallen. You are all alone. Drop the daggers lest you join them."
I'll ask you to do another diplomacy check. It will be against his willpower save to see if your words are enough to resonate with him, so he can just like.
Oof.
In the midst of chaos, it seems that your words do not find purchase towards this gentleman, and that.
This is why we kill them.
So I just look over at my shoulder at McCray.
And as you do, Nakri, what do you do? I find that Nakri is really at the back. You know, he's supposed to be the tank, but he's like, no, guys, I'll be
He's
here.
back to the
I'm
second I
fine.
initiated combat.
McCray will absolutely be the tank, except for Lucin's like, Leroy!
I mean,
Yeah, he walked away
we
the
saw
second
that.
I
We saw that when he
initiated.
tried to solo a friggin' frost giant, right?
That,
Yeah.
that was the best, right? Like, one would have thought the
No-
simple
no
backhand
lesson
from the Frost
learned.
Giant would teach Lucin, hey, you know what? Maybe stand behind the armor and the shield. But nope,
No.
he's gonna go forth and return. All right, is this the distance checker? Nope, that's just moving. That's just full movement. Was that?
So we can see now that Nakri's trying to cheat.
Absolutely.
That is
You're not
30
cheating, you're not
feet.
trying.
So, Nakri can move up to, let's see here for a
25.
second, 25 feet. So you can get
Up to
basically
25?
right
Okay.
next to Lucian. That still means that you can fight and attack
Yep.
ops.
We're gonna do the defensive. We're gonna do the defensive.
So you may raise your shield again.
Strikes. Is it still up from?
No,
last
it is
time?
not. Okay, you'll notice in the upper right corner of your screen, it's you have the raise shield and expired basically written over it.
Yes.
Okay, right click on it. It'll vanish. Now you can
Now
reapply
choose
it.
again. Awesome.
Exactly. Excellent.
All right. So instead of stabbing him with the pointy end of the trident, he wants to pommel strike him with the blunted end of the trident. Is that
Okay.
cool with the,
I
with
do
the
not
attack?
have the exact rules here for non-lethal. So what I will do is if you attack him with your worst two-hit modifier, which I believe is a -10, so we're looking at MAP at -3. That is what you use in order, because you're trying to be careful. You're trying not to whack him with something that could kill him outright. So if you hit him with your worst attack modifier, we will consider that it is non-lethal damage.
That makes sense.
Apparently, it's just a -2 to
Question
attack.
to the DM. Can we?
Let's look at Lucian, appreciating the fact that he's trying to, try to coach me on that thing. I decided that it's.
Out of curiosity, if he rolls his primary attack,
Yes.
can we say that a trained fighter has the ability to, he's gonna thrust, and if it would hit,
Stop being technical. Stop being technical. We're both fighters. I know what you're talking about, but no.
No, all right. Then I'm gonna do your advice. All right, I'm
Yes.
gonna do the -3 and try non-lethal here. Okay, listen.
Wait. That doesn't count because you did not target him.
God, I suck at this. Why do you let me play? Okay, here we go.
Because you're fun.
We're gonna try again. Why? Thank you for letting me play. I think I also.
Thank you. Nobody will let me play.
And,
Yeah, you did hit with
tried.
your shield.
All right, I did. well, it's the same, right?
Go right ahead.
All right, here we go. Take 2.
And that critically misses
Why are you using the multi-attack thing?
because he's attacking as I. You didn't hear the last
Oh,
5
okay,
minutes of
okay,
conversation.
but
He didn't hear any of
But
that.
Lucian put the text for non-lethal rules in the.
I know, but
Yeah.
like I don't want to read all
Yeah,
that.
whatever.
I want to keep
Let's
with
go
the
on.
flow of fight. So let's go on.
Aight.
All right, Ops.
Okay. No, I have one more.
Oh, you do have one more.
Yeah. Is he? No, I have to retarget.
Retarget.
Okay, retargeting. Trying again. Come on, McCray, you can knock this fucker out. Oh, that's a hit, right? 16.
That is a hit.
Excellent. So
Is it enough to
damage
bring him
to
under?
his knees?
That is enough to bring him on his knee. I would like for Nakri and Lucian for me to roll a survival check, please.
Okay, that is proficiency,
Yes.
survival.
Yes.
Do you consider us still in combat?
No, you are not in combat.
What does that mean?
It means I don't get a plus.
Uh,
I
se-
would like to use my hero point.
you may. Do you even know what it's for?
No, I assume it's to keep this guy alive. So
You may
who cares?
re-roll.
I'm using it anyway.
Excellent. The horses that are nearby are quite scared of the combat that just happened right beside them. One of them bolts off. And one of the horses
Lucen,
stays.
catch that horse.
And one of the horses stays. One basically appeased by Lucian's attempt to notice. Like Lucian, you noticed that one of the horses was like alarmed and going fine. You just raised your hand, made yourself bigger. The horse kind of cooled down, and now you have a horse.
I'll kind of glance to Nakri and go. At least your forceful training paid off.
At least my what training?
Your
paid
first training in regards to making me learn about horses.
off? Oh yeah.
So-
You're right. You're welcome. Excellent work.
Yeah, the work you did last time with
Yeah.
the horses. Let me just finish. Let me just do. one thing
Lucen,
real
how about
quick.
you get this guy on the back of that horse and we'll bring him in the gate for questioning. And Necray will turn around and walk back inside the trading post.
Excellent. I will also move the horse inside of the trading post.
Perhaps someone should try to catch the horse that's running away before it goes back to the camp without a rider.
By the time you say that, most horses are quite far away.
It's a beast. It will not know its way back.
And we are out of
That's not
combat.
going to go well.
Can we check rapidly if there's anything on the corpse? Like,
Yes, you may. That's right. Short of short bow and daggers, do you want to keep anything?
it's not exactly that. I'm mostly looking like perhaps future clues, like what, like
Clues
kind
for
of
what?
they have on their foot, like maybe if they have like a clue for where the camps. Their
Is that a
camp
case that you're taking on?
I would say yes. I would
So
say yes.
you may add it to your case files. Where is the bandits' camp? Or give me a second.
Or does it count in the Oleg's troubles?
It does not, because it is a different case. So which of the two are you giving up?
I will give up. Well, it's more like in the backburn, the Ashford.
Okay. We will we'll put it in Dorman's case. And you may can you add pages to your case files?
Nope.
Okay, Okay, so I will.
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
Excellent. Just add one and basically use the same template that we've used. So for those who don't know, basically, Vess is an investigator. The way he works is he has cases, and he needs to ask a very specific question, and anything he does in relation to answering that question gives him bonuses. Vess, one thing that we need to remember, because this is new, you have shared stratagem.
Yes.
Meaning that in advance, Vess can roll dices to know the results, and he can share these results with friends. That being said, you find yourself, so Lucian and the Cree, you're in front of the gate. You see horses. Basically, the horses don't seem to be going specifically in a direction per se. One of them basically darted off directly southward. One of them went to the west, and the last one went towards the east. Lucian, you still have one of the horses firmly in your hand, like by the reins. It's furnished with a saddle and everything like that, so you're good.
Hooray.
I love the chatter, by the way, in Twitch with the with everything like that. I like that. Keep that going, guys. All right. Anyways, you were saying.
Yeah, no, Lucian will kind of scowl a bit at Nakri and groan and do as directed, pick up the guy, put on the horse, bring the horse into the stables, probably stable him up, and then struggle carry this guy out and be like, and just kind of like looked at Nakri like, what am I doing with this person?
Oh, common room?
I can help with that. I can question him.
And he'll just,
Of course, we're all gonna go to the common room.
Yeah.
All right. So, Lucian, you take a second. Basically, you're going sideways into the stable in order to take care of your horse. The rest of the party goes. I'm wrong window. Are going into the common room. As you are going towards the common room with the bandit in tow, Nakri, you see the door to the main building opening up, and you see Svetlana kind of like peering through. She looks at you for a second, and she gives you like the thumbs up, thumbs down type of like yes, no.
Oh, thumbs up. But Lana, it went fantastic. We've got one. We're gonna question him. You're all safe.
So Svetlana is this like very like girl next door, blonde girl, and the moment that you like gives her the thumbs up, she lights up like a Christmas tree. She seems so happy. She quickly closes the door, and from inside of the main, you can hear what is clearly rejoicing, as they're quite happy that the situation has been resolved. Perhaps a minute or two later, Lucian joins you back inside of the main building. And you all find yourselves in the main building. So, what do you do?
We interrogate the prisoner.
That is your intent. So you wait long enough for him to wake up in order to basically ask him questions, is what you want to do, correct?
Yes.
while we're waiting, let me look in my pack real quick, I'm sorry.
Not a problem.
Inventory. Yes, I do. Okay, I'm gonna take out my rope and, get a chair and bind him to it.
Can you remove your robe from your inventory, please?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, okay.
So, about after 15 minutes, the gentleman wakes up. He's not happy. He seems to be conflicted of, again, Gilali, especially with what you've did during the fight, trying to see, is he, trying to decipher his mood. He seems afraid of you, but he also seems to be afraid of something else. What do you guys do?
I share that observation with the rest of the group. Quietly.
if I'm correct, I can use my device stratagem for skill 2.
Yes, if they are in relation to your case, or so forth. If checks are required.
Okay, so I'm like, looking closely at him, his eyes, his boots, his gear.
He is filthy. He doesn't seem to be to have taken the bat recently. Even with that, though, you do see that he's wearing a leather armor, but there's slight marks of not moss on it, but like his leather armor needs clearly some maintenance, as probably morning mildew settled in. He doesn't seem to be a fighter of experience, and the way he's wearing his armor is kind of like haphazard. Gives you an impression that he's wearing someone else's armor. The equipment that he has, the short bow seems to be, or that he had anyways, the short bow that he had seemed to be the finest thing that he had. So probably before being a bandit, he was a hunter. The 2 daggers that he had were completely rusty. Doesn't have any letters or anything of the sort on him. And yeah, that's about it.
I will let Lucian do his thing, and then I'm gonna ask a question.
Wolf K, thank you for joining the fight. So yes, what do you guys do?
I suppose I want to look him over, see if he has any markings of like a stag or a deer or anything of that sort.
You're looking for markings, as in war paint, tattoos. What were you looking for exactly?
Basically anything, war paint, tattoos, a symbol of some sort, anything like.
So you look him over, and he doesn't seem to have any of these. He doesn't have any tattoos on him. He doesn't have any war paint. War paint seems to be is probably more in the lines with barbarians and so forth. This gentleman seems to be more of a person that had a career before, a hunter, a peasant, or anything like that, and was driven into the world of yes, as a of banditry. He awakens, kind of like being groggy a bit. What's going on? Who are you guys?
The guys who captured you and prevent you from losing your life at the same time, I guess.
He frowns for a moment. Clearly, you have a sense that he was about to jump up, do something, and notices that he's tied up, thanks to Lucian.
So, what's a hunter like you does in this part of the woods to become a merc or a thief?
I'm no thief.
No?
No.
What are you then?
A man with a bounty on his head.
What? What do you mean?
You stole from our friend Alex.
We didn't steal. We're asking for protection money.
Huh. Well, I think he might see that otherwise. And protection from what? Or from who?
There's kobolds. There's mifflets down in the Greenbelt. Our boss told us to help them against it and asking money from it.
And who's that boss of you?
I don't know his name other than, everybody calls him the Stag Lord.
Oh, interesting. So you do work for the Stag Lord.
Yeah, doesn't everybody?
I guess not. And if we would like to find the Stag Lord, or, the little camp you have the closest from here, where would that be?
Why would I tell you?
Because if you do not, I will cut off your head.
You know what? You're convincing. We are, We ask for monies, but we're not killers. You guys murdered 3 of my friends. You realize that, right?
Shame. I do not care.
Fine. About a day's walk south. And near the forest, we're near the river. We have a camp there.
Would you happen to have a boss lady there?
What do you mean?
Yeah, like a strong girl with 2 axes, like to take rings from people.
Talk about Cressel?
So, yeah. Is she at that camp or with the stag lord?
She more or less in charge of the area's operation.
Good, good. And what kind of stuff does she likes or dislike, that Cressel lady?
How the fuck would I know?
I don't know. You know her clearly better than I do. So.
Yeah, but why the fuck would I tell you?
I'll kind of clear my throat and have a hand on my sword.
Well,
Whoa. Like, seriously, like, she's not even cute. Why would I know? I don't care, she's just my boss, man.
Love this guy.
Alright. I think I'm good for questions now. No. I have another one. Sorry. Forgot. How many friends do you have there? Like 6, I would assume, since we took care of the 3 others of your friend.
What? No,
Are you
wait,
more?
what? You mean how many at the camp?
Yeah.
It's hard to say, bro. It's they're like, you know, there's a lot of people, new faces milling about all day and every day. There's people joining our Lord's cause every day, and I don't know. It's hard to keep track who's working for the boss, you know? So we use a master phrase, you know, like a sort of password to get into, you know, camps and stuff.
Such as?
Such as what?
What's the password?
Password? What password?
You just said there's a password to go between camps.
I lied!
I mean... Yeah, right.
Can you make a diplomacy check for me, please?
Of course. Feet. Do you have a +1 to that skill check? Because that's what my device was suggesting.
Yes, you may, so just roll and we'll consider that you're adding the +1.
Okay. I could also have...
Oh, add it if you can.
There you go.
Okay, wait. I don't want any trouble. Do you guys promise to let me go after this?
We need to talk it out with Oleg, but I don't see the reason why we should kill you.
That's a yes or no question, buddy.
What do you think?
Of course we will let you go. I'm decepting, by the way.
Okay, so every month they change the phrase. This month's phrase, and by the way, by saying that, you remember that you are on the 24th of the month. Yes, Nakri.
Oh, when they're
Wow!
Go get Oleg.
Okay, so you're going to get Oleg?
Yes.
Okay. So he does say that they change the password every month, and that we are on the 24th of the month. But yes.
Yep.
So, unless it's been changed recently, the current phrase is, by the bloody bones of Saint Gilmorg. Who wants to know? And I have no idea who Saint Gilmore is, but that's the catchphrase. That's the phrase.
By the bloody bone of Saint Gilmore.
That's what I said.
And what's the rest of it?
Who wants to know?
Who wants to know?
Is it like a 31-day month or?
Oh my god, you're asking me a question. Oh.
Well, I mean, you made it relevant.
I did, but check Golarian. I'm going with what the game is telling me, bro. Golarian calendar. Again, guys. Archive of Nevis.
It's a
Your
safe
friend.
option.
You want to do what?
How long is a month?
30 or 31 days.
Okay, how long is this month?
30 days. This month is 30 days.
So we have 6 days.
We have
Okay,
6
tonight.
days to go to a place that's 1 day. 1 day's.
No. He said that's a catchphrase they use everywhere for 1 day.
Yeah.
For one
Oh,
month.
I'm sorry. I thought he said that their camp was a day's ride away.
Yes, but he did imply that it was more than one location.
Oh, look at these networking a-holes. Okay.
Oh, and what's the cause of Mr. Staglord?
The what?
What's his cause of Staglord? And like, why does he assemble?
Are you new
everybody?
at this? We're thieves! What the fuck do you think is our cause?
Ah, so you are a thief. Yeah, there you go. You said it.
I'm not. Wait, no! That's not what I said! I rescind. It was made under duress!
Sure, it was.
By that time, Nakuri, you come back with Oleg. So wait. Let's backtrack. You cross over and go towards Oleg, Nakuri. What would you tell him?
Lad,
You
we
catch
have-
them in the process of having opened their finest bottle of wine. They're drinking wine. They're having like the day of their lives. And they're like, "Do you want something to drink?"
Yes, I would love a glass of wine. Thank you very much.
If they like, Oleg stands up, pours a glass, gives it to you. Oh,
we have-
Tigga! Tigga! We were so worried about you. I'm glad that you're fine. Sorry if for those that are following just on, for the players who are just following on Discord, we have a friend here that was injured last time. The reason why so many things happened, but yes, I'm glad that you're fine now. Anyways, so
Welcome back. Glad you're fine. So we have one of them, and we noticed that you could use a strong back and a good pair of hands. Would you have use? Would you have use of more labor around your trading post?
what do you mean?
Do you want this lad to work for you?
The thief?
Yes.
You see Svetlana and Oleg both looking at each other for a second. Is he trustworthy?
I mean, we can make him.
What does that mean?
Let's
What?
call it strong encouragement.
Strong and
He's a thief, right? So he's doing this because he's got nothing else. You give him food, you give him shelter, he'll work for you. He'll
McCree?
be less danger of dying.
Make a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy.
They both look at you dumbfounded and both start laughing, clearly thinking that your proposal is an absolute joke.
He nods. He raises his glass of wine, and he leaves. And he goes back to the others.
Okay, so sorry. Backtrack. Oleg doesn't come when Nakri comes back on his own.
So
With
yeah, so
wine.
Nakri enters the door and goes, "They don't want him. We, do we have do we have everything we need from him?"
He is worth money.
He's worth money.
What do you mean I'm worth money?
Do you not remember the wanted sign?
The what?
I mean, wasn't the wanted sign dead or alive?
Wait.
So,
What?
Do we have all the information
No,
from him?
no, wait. I'm a compliant victim here. Wait, we're friends, right? I'm sorry, but
Lucian will step in front of the prisoner, like between him and the crew, and go, "I will not allow an unarmed man who's captive to be harmed." And like he's,
Oh, don't worry, we're not gonna hang him.
what?
we turn him into the guard. And Lucian has just completely changed from like a muscle that's like trying to intimidate to I will protect this guy. Like he's not getting hurt.
Well, we can't just give him to the authorities or leave him like this to Olex. After all,
Exactly. We turn him over to the guard.
What guard? It's Oleg and his wife.
oh, the cat
Where are the
farm is
guard?
here.
They can send for someone.
All right.
Wait. I have a lot of information, you might want to keep me around.
Such as, like,
Anything that doesn't get me into a Bravoy jail.
I mean, that could be useful if he can guide us himself towards the camp, and we get 3 other bandits. I don't know.
It's near the Tusk Quarter down south. That's where he has his base. It's an old ruin, like a fort thing. I've never been there, but
I tell you what, we're gonna give you one of our maps, and you're going to show us where some of these bases are. We'll see your information, and we'll see how valuable you are.
So. Oh my god. If we go on the map, he points here. I'll move it for the viewers so everybody can see it. He points here on the map. Everybody saw that?
Yeah, like here.
Yes. Excellent.
Is there any way, like, to see, like, is he bullshitting us, pointing randomly, or like?
You can make a perception check.
Perception for you. Is it skill? Is it effects? Is it actions? Aha. Perception. It says no encounter, so I'm gonna go to my character.
Corey, you have no idea how much I like that you comment every time that we play. So please keep doing that, bro.
Where is the perception?
It's your initiative stat. Oh! True. Do you hear me? Is the sound loud enough that you can hear me chew? Is that why you're saying that? By the way, in the chat, if you're hearing anything that's sound, if somebody is not loud enough, if somebody is too loud, just let us know.
It's telling me there's no combat, so I cannot roll it.
Just add it.
It's right above
The
your
DM is really loud. I'm a loud person. I'm sorry.
I found it. I'm so sorry.
Let me take a. Let me. I have a person that wants to get dog status updates. And for those who don't know, my dog is currently with me, and Iro is a absolute charm.
My cat too.
Wait, you got 20, not 2.
Yep. I got 20.
Okay, so Apps that you met seems to be an individual that is very driven by survival. In the fight and in the early moments of you talking to him, you had a feeling that he was more afraid of somebody else. Now, you do have a feeling that he's more afraid of you.
Huh. I would trust him. Maybe not with my cat, but like, I feel like he's telling the truth. See the fears in his eyes. Lucian's carrying good.
As you're finishing this conversation, 4 other people enter the room.
The
You
room that we're all standing in?
encounter Amiri, Valerie, Aram, and Lindsay, who were a few days behind you and hell-bent on helping you in your endeavors into the Stolen Lands. What's going on over here? Says Amiri. Valerie just go like, shh, come on. It's alright, it's alright. Lindsay's just like, what did I miss? And Aram's just like, has anybody befell and died while I was not present? And you're gonna
They
sense-
never even harmed.
So, what do you want to do?
That's a good question. Do we want to go out on a? They say a day ride. A day ride is kind of far. I mean, without a horse. Do we go? Do we leave the camp in the good hands of our friends and Mr. Haps with them too?
Amiri says, I can stay behind and take care of that guy. Yes,
Yes.
Nakri.
What are the Pathfinder rules for 2 people riding 1 horse?
So, I don't think there's rules for Pathfinder for 2 people on a horseback.
What is our very gorgeous and beautiful and loving DM's rules for 2 people riding a horse?
As long as it's not a fight, it's okay.
Peanut buttering it.
Did you say peanut buttering it?
Him.
Him,
You.
peanut buttering you.
So,
Some
the
people
peanut
say
butter on
buttering
me
you,
says...
I don't know why it's got to be peanut butter. That's weird. That's got to be a local to him thing.
So, it's again. So wait, Frank, Vess is Canadian. Yeehaw. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Why did you get to make it weird? I don't know why. So, anyways.
So our current time of day.
If you check the clock, it should be up to date.
Where is the clock? Oh, it's up here.
Okay, clock is so it's 6:30 in the morning.
Yes. Wait. No, it's not 6:30 in the morning.
No. DM said it was accurate.
Oh, it is accurate.
Rules binding.
Check the clock. It is accurate.
All right, so it's 11:30. For technical purposes, did he say a day's ride or a
Yes.
day's walk?
A day's right. Day's walk.
A day's walk. Okay. So.
I mean,
if-
Apps is right there with you. If you ask him, and he's very, very, very hell-bent on answering all of your questions because he doesn't want to be turned into the guard. Horses
If we take-
is a back and forth in a day. That does mean that if they're not back tonight, it'll mean something.
Yeah.
So we should go today.
No, because you won't reach it unless you have horses and you're enough. You're 4 people. Nakri and Gilali have a cart. You have a horse. So you could make it to the camp in a day.
So, if we leave now, we've got the 2 horses, we've got the 4 of us. We could go, we'd be fighting and entering under the cover of dusk. Pros and cons. Or we could stay here, we can get some more information, have a hot meal, regroup with the others,
There is nothing more to learn from this man. Let's leave.
and set off.
Wait, what does that mean for me? Am I free to go? I swear I'll never be abandoned again.
Are we done talking with him?
Yeah, I think you're done talking to me, and you should literally cut my ties loose, and I should just go, you know?
He'll glance at the bandit and kind of like glare and like be silent,
I will... Okay.
and then look to his party again.
Or we could, rest now, leave around midnight, and get there for midday.
Well, naturally, I believe we need to leave now, before they send more people to make sure that they get the protection they think they deserve.
I agree with Lucian, and maybe.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Go ahead, Fess.
Yeah, maybe like somebody else can gather the body from outside. After all, Oleg's wanted like 6 bandits total, either capture or alive.
If the DM's agreeing that this is not a scripted encounter that doesn't, but yeah.
Sorry, what?
For the quest, if you agree this isn't a scripted encounter that does not count towards the subject.
It does not count towards, bandits.
No! All that work.
Okay,
Alright.
it's fine, it's fine. We'll find 6 more.
Yes, well, perhaps. Is everyone in agreement that we leave? What about you two? And I'll look to the elves.
No, that's a valid point. That if they're expected back, they don't make it back. More people will come, and then we'll be crossed in a day. So, yeah, no, let's loosen.
And
Wanna hear the
Jalali,
horses?
your voice is worthy. What's your opinion?
My biggest concern is that someone will be alerted that something's amiss and more trouble will fall down on Oleg and his lady, and I don't want that.
So you agree we should leave now?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. And then he'll look to Amari and the group and go, make sure that he does not. And I'm immediately walking.
So, Amiri is ready to, like, the moment you say that, Amiri just, like, goes over the guy, and the guy goes like, ah! And he's been restrained by, this gigantic woman. Valerie looks at you for a second. The door needs fixing. Shouldn't we address this?
I'm not a cop, and I'm walking.
She then looks at Nikri, who follows probably behind. The door needs fixing. Shouldn't we do something for that?
Yes, you should. You have an able-bodied person right here, and I do believe Amari will be able to provide the encouragement to our new friend here to fix the door or lose toes.
Isn't she taking care of the, you know what? Wait, that's true. Thank you. And she, goes to Amiri. Amiri, I have a suggestion. As you're going away. As the group is slowly going away, Lindsay's like, wait.
Oh yes, hello, Lindsay.
I know you. Like, you're going on an adventure, aren't you? Right?
Of course.
We are.
Can I come with?
Why
Well,
not?
I mean, there's 2 horses. There's 4 of us.
I'm small.
Can we?
I can fit
you
in
are
your
small.
cart.
So, yeah, because actual technical question. Fess is also a halfling.
Halfling,
so-
yeah, halfling. Yes, he's a halfling.
I'm a gnome.
Oh no,
No.
Sorry, he's a gnome. You're right.
Okay. So, is it fair to assume that that they would fit Galali and Necray on one horse, and then Lucen, Vess, and Lindsay on the other?
I mean, you arrange it so that it works.
Okay. Then yes, of course you can come, Lindsay.
Shotgun.
Oh,
Lucen, the
Crossbow.
horse is ready.
thank you. What did you say? I didn't hear the last part of what you said.
Oh, I said I called crossbow.
You call crossbow.
Yeah, because
Are we-
shotgun, not contemporary.
All right, just give me a second. I'm gonna do one thing real quick. I'm
crossbow.
gonna add
Beautiful.
Lindsay to the party. So our heroes, so late in the night, or rather in the evening. Let me just do one thing here real quick. Let's do this. And this. So, friends, you find yourselves able to, again, decide where you're going.
So he said 1 day ride near the river.
One day's ride near a river. That is the indication that you had from Ups deciding where you want to go.
Didn't we show him the map and have him point to where it
He
was?
pointed, but then again, somebody pointing on a map, and let's be honest, medieval maps are not satellite images.
And also, I think
So-
that was like the old rune for the Stag Lord that he was pointing at.
He pointed because he knew for sure that it is some kind of peninsula advancing into a lake.
What if... Is there any of you good at tracking hooves? Maybe we can find the way south, which path the horses take it.
Aren't you the one who's always looking into things?
Yeah, but if we're tracking foots, I mean, I can help. Depends if our benevolent DM allow us to use perception or survival.
Yes, Gilali?
What skill, what core skill would tracking fall under? Would that
So,
be,
if you're
survival,
attempting to
nature?
track, that would be survival.
Okay, I'd like
Does
to
that
do
answer also your question, by the way, Vess?
Yeah, can I help her with my device strategy?
Okay,
or
so-
something?
We'll just backtrack for a second. You are trying to track hoof prints into the plains and to see where they led. Normally, tracking does hinder the progress of things. What I mean by that is you can't track and just like walk at the same time as you do. Everybody agrees on that? Meaning that if you track and move, that is a difficult terrain and takes double the time. Make sense?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, I think you're just a bit too afraid. I mean, we have the general idea of where it is. We could just use the map and figure it out, I guess.
Okay, if then we go south and we like near the edge of the forest, and then we follow the river. I guess at some point we'll stumble upon it.
So, who
Just
wants to
like-
take the
is that-
reins of this group and decide for the group?
Galali, what makes most sense for you?
Well, time is of the essence now, correct?
Yes.
Oh wait, I might be able to do a thing. Hold on. Nope, that's not how that works. Never mind. Would it be possible for us to sort of just go in the direction that he told us, but sort of keep an eye out for signs of their passing? Would that still slow us down terribly?
So, here's the thing. Do you agree with me if you're going at full speed, you might miss details?
Yes.
So if you're ready to roll a D100 and you roll under 50% and you've missed the trail, I'm okay with that. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay.
So what does a group want to do?
Move south, fast pace, for at least half a day.
Can you please, so you are currently in Oleg's trading post. There's two options, either towards the plain or towards the forest. Am I understanding that you are going down and left-ish? Does that make sense?
Is that where we observed them
Here.
coming from?
Is that what I understand?
Yeah, but like in the morning, can we like recall knowledge like where they came from?
It's not the morning. You're leaving in the evening.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying from this morning, right, when they approached, we watched them approach and we recall what direction they came from.
So
Did
you
they
do
come
not need
from
to
the
make
woods?
a recall knowledge check on that. Yes, it does seem to be the direction they came from.
Okay, then
Okay.
yes, that is the direction we are going to go.
Okay. Give me a second. I just want to check one thing real quick. Okay, and as you're walking, and as you are heading, so you make a solid hour-ish into the plains until you reach a tree line to what seems to be a vast forest. The Greenbelt. The Greenbelt itself is renowned to be an untamable forest. Lots of grand trees, heavy roots, and wild rivers. It's been about 15 minutes that you are traveling within the Greenbelt that you are halted by both Vess and Gilali. Both of you, off in the distance, seem to be alarmed by something. You saw off in the distance somebody that, or you saw off in the distance something that was running, moving, humanoid, and then ducked into cover and tried to hide itself. Its attempt to hide were obvious, as if something was born out of desperation, perhaps. But, nonetheless, draw your attention. What do you do?
I will make eye contact with like the groups and probably met Gilali gaze and like point out in the direction. Like
I saw it too.
so, should we like? I try to make like silent gestures to the others to point out that like maybe surround the bush or something.
So for Lucian and Nakri, you see Lucian making hand gestures. For him, it makes a lot of sense. For you, no fucking clue.
What is
So,
What is
to your answer, Vess, you're trying to be discreet. Nakri is not.
Okay. I will smack my head and just like.
You're too far away. I don't hear you.
Oh, I will smack my forehead like, and just like try to indicate to surround the bush to the two other people who understands what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Bilali, do you know what these hand motions mean?
Yeah, I tell him in our native tongue that we saw someone dip into the bush. He wants you to discreetly surround the bush.
Oh, that makes sense. Necray would try to discreetly guide the horse around the other side of the bush.
So, Nakri, you're moving away from the rest of the group, up northward and then around.
Not like super far away, but like, yeah, right? We wanna
Just enough to
encompass
see
the
if something
bush.
happens, right?
Yes.
That's what I expected. So, what is everybody else doing?
What's Lucian's doing? Is he with us?
Lucian is with you. He's just following, and like Lucian, Lucian is a fighter. Lucian will take care of business once it gets down. The problem is, it doesn't have your eyes. So, what do you do?
I'm gonna, now that I see that Nekri and Gilali are like in position, I'm just gonna step forward the bush, hold there for a second and say, hey, if there's someone in there, I would suggest you come out with your hands high.
Make a diplomacy check.
Alright.
Davian, the voice that calls out to you, you're not sure if it's a friend or foe. You've been held captive for a long 5 days. Somebody calls out to you. It's uncertain if they want or if they mean hill to you. They have not outright attacked you. You've tried to hide, and they seem to have your location down, especially since you see the people going northwards and somewhat around you. Your position is known, so you have two options. Try to trust whoever is trying to call out to you, or make a run for it. So Devian, what do you do?
Can't see them, can I?
They seem to be a group of about 5 or 6. They had a
None
cart.
of which I've seen before coming
No.
from the camp.
No.
Okay.
And even then, their outfits seem to be too colorful and clashing with the rest of the outdoors and whatever that you saw at the camp. The people that are going around seem to have a horse, and you remember vaguely that there was multiple horses that left camp, but is that one of them? You don't know. And the person that's speaking to you seems to be speaking to you with a slightly higher pitched voice, which reminds you that of a either gnome or perhaps halfling, or some of the smaller people that you have never seen other than the humanoid, very human or half-orc-ish of the camp that you just escaped from.
I'd like to cast a spell.
What spell would you like to cast?
Message.
Go ahead.
And the one that called out.
Yes.
Who are you? What do you want?
So you hear a voice, slightly higher pitched than a human's, asking you these questions.
I'm Vesin Heinz Winsley, and we're looking for a camp. Who are you, and what do you want?
As he does that, you notice everybody else notices that Vess is kind of halts his advance, seems to be putting a hand to his head, and seems to be mentally occupied, if that makes sense. So,
Recast because
Well-
it's a cantrip. Do you mean the camp where the Cressel came is?
Cressel. Oh, that's a familiar name. Yeah, we're looking for a lady named Cressel, but more for her to bring her in than to join her.
Lucian?
Are you with them?
Lucian?
So I see Vest kind of mentally whatever. I'm a fighter. I'm not too proficient with magic, but I can kind of assume that this is something.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm immediately jumping down and running towards the bush, which I assume by now I would have figured out with Nakri circling and stuff.
Okay. So as you're, Davian, as you're communicating with Vess, you hear the rustling of sounds that kind of takes your concentration away from whatever you're doing. You look to the left and you see a person charging you. Thankfully, there is something that comes in between. Lucian, as you're heading towards whatever seemed to be the problem that you had deciphered, a fox comes out. And as the fox goes like, you know, does the usual, like, very, very, very attracting your attention. You know, foxes in the wild do not behave that way. Like, nobody expected fox in the wild to behave that way. But the fox seems to be clearly stepping in front of your objective and yourself, and seems to making itself bigger as if trying to protect whatever you're heading towards. What do you do?
I guess I would like slow down and more cautiously.
The fox would try to keep itself in between yourself and wherever you're trying to get. You have two choices. Either try to wile your way around the fox or attack outright the fox. So what would you do?
I'm just going to stop in front of it, and if it doesn't attack, then kind of call out and be like, "Come up now, or your pet will suffer."
Okay. Davian, you do not hear that outright. So what were you doing seconds before?
Davian's caught off guard by the being charging him and Fox jumping in the way and Socks jumping in the way.
Socks clearly is trying to protect you as best it can.
And the lack of nourishment that Davian has had, he's trying to prop himself up against a tree and keep his back to the tree and maintain eye contact on everything around him as best he can.
Lucian, can you make a survival check for me? You're no expert, but you've seen wild animals before. And the way that the fox kind of looks always over its shoulders and so forth, it seems to be worried. It seems to be more intelligent than most average fox should be. And it seems to be worried for something. As you're kind of like dancing around it and so forth, it seems to be guarding someone, is what you believe. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, Devian, you were saying? To, I believe, Vess, correct? Vess, yes.
Yes.
Yes?
And he now says out loud, I came from her camp.
All right.
There was people that were headed north to some sort of trading post.
I want clarification. When you say out loud, do you mean through the message spell or?
No, out loud.
Okay, so I probably would hear it. Okay.
You hear this.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
Are you trying to escape the camp, or were you with the guys that went to the Hull?
He gets indignant now. I didn't try. I succeeded.
Oh, okay. All right. We kind of defeat the guy over there, and let's all calm down and get out and talk a little. Maybe you need something. Maybe we can help. Maybe you can help us. Let's see.
As you're
So-
saying
so-
that, as you're saying that, by the way, Vess, you notice that Lindsay's right beside you. And she's chronicling every word that you're saying. So yes, Vess. Sorry. Yes, David.
So what happened to the Haps and his buddies that went north?
I killed him.
Hap's alive. We maintain him.
Okay.
Capture. Do you like him? Is he your friend?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I think he's helping building a door right now. Not sure.
Okay.
What's your name? You said Davian?
I'm Davian.
By that time,
Um,
Davian kind of stands up. With the fox nearby, Davian, would you be so kind as to describe your character?
As Davian stands up, he kind of snaps his fingers a little bit, and the fox turns around and trots back towards him and sits down at his feet. Davian is a small halfling, young, late teens, maybe early 20s, but more likely late teens. A little bit disheveled in what looks like a ragged cloak and just some general traveling clothes. DM, I don't know if he has his equipment with him or what.
Yes, he has what he has in his inventory.
Okay.
Meaning that I assume that he either pilfered whatever he has,
Yep.
or that he successfully just took whatever.
He has a backpack sitting on the ground next to him that looks like it has a crossbow sticking out of it. He's got some worn leather shoes, but he's looking really, really tired and exhausted and just beat.
Well, saying all this, Lucian will remove his hands from his weapon. Probably put them up and like towards his head. The idea is to more show that he's not aggressive anymore. He's realized I've misunderstood the situation. And he'll look to the child and go, "Child, what is your name? What are you a citizen?"
My name is, as I said, my name is Davian. I'm of the Green Springs. I was on the road headed towards Rostov from Serene, and I got captured by these bandits.
Where are your parents?
I got lost in the Greenbelt, and I was jumped days ago at this point, and when Haps and some of the bandits left, I managed to escape, but I kind of got turned around, and I was hoping to get to the trading post, but here I am.
Yeah, aren't you the one who fell asleep at Rostov during the battle?
I never made it to Rostov.
Oh, okay. Different halfling. That's fine. Hey guys, Nikri, Gilali, we have something to eat for Mr. Davian.
Do you mean rations or actual food?
So you have two choices. By the time that you meet Davian, the day is well advanced. So unless within the hour you come across the bandits' camp, finding them will be something that you will do in the dark. So, do you wish to break camp, or do you wish to keep going? Is a question.
Avian, friend, let us feed you. All right, dry you up, clean you up as best we can here. We're gonna offer a proposition. Granted, you might not like it. We need help finding the camp that you just escaped from.
Well, it's that way, and he points in the opposite direction from where he was coming from.
Which is pretty much landing here-ish.
As someone who broke out, do you think you would be able to help us sneak in?
Well, there's a bunch of you. I don't know if you'd be able to sneak in. There's a lot of them still at the camp.
Can you ballpark a lot? 1 dozen, 2 dozen?
Probably more than a half dozen.
Oh, I can take that easily.
Yes, Lucid, you did wonderfully with the one guy last time.
We also have the password.
And assuming everybody is his challenge rating.
Yeah. Oh, so slightly more than a half dozen? So
yeah,
us?
I think that's right.
So the same amount of people as we are right now? Okay. All right. Thank you, Davian. Let us still feed you. Let us rest. And
Yes, what
So,
happened to your parents? Why are you...
are you breaking camp? Is the question.
yes, we are going to break camp.
I would like to try my hand at preparing the camp this time because we aren't letting the Cray do that again.
My camp was
Ouch.
absolutely fantastic.
It was, brother. It
had
was
camp.
wonderful.
So who is preparing camp
We
this
woke
time?
Galali. Galali will be breaking camp. That is-
And she has failed to prepare camp.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Whose camp?
I don't get to roll.
You have a plus. It was sorry. You are correct. Let me do that. Please, Gilali, roll.
Well, now I'm scared because if I do that myself, I'm never going to live it down.
I mean, you can't do worse than I
We're
did.
all
only
You
do
can't
better.
do worse than I
You
did.
really can't do worse than -2. Oh, never mind. Well, you didn't do worse than -2.
You failed to prepare the camp.
None of us have survival. It's so bad.
I do.
Okay.
that's
For
the
that
comedy
fact,
we do.
let's assume that you've succeeded. Because optics and so forth. So you've succeeded. I want Gilali
kind
to
of
be
like-
the person that prepares the camp. So she succeeded.
Davian's kind of watching them prepare camp, and he's like, okay.
So as you
if that's
all
what you want to
see,
do.
y'all see Davian that I just added to the camp activity.
Yep.
So who wants to tell campfire story? Wait, I'm gonna remove everybody from what they were doing earlier, and we'll go in that. Lucian, what do you do?
I mean, same as always,
Which is
which is organized walk.
you are organizing the watch. Excellent. Vess, what do you do?
I could salvage item like either to make rope or bolts. or
Salvage
crossbows?
item means that you have magical items that you are salvaging for parts.
Oh, like specific magic items.
Yes.
Got it. Not like basic items.
No.
Alright. In that case, I can maybe try to discover a special meal.
You want to try to discover a special meal?
Yeah, why not?
Excellent. Actor does not meet the skill requirement to perform the discovery special meal because you do not have cooking lore.
You need cooking lore.
Yep.
You can click on them to see what they do.
Okay. I will probably use the downtime then to use my gnome obsession and change my lore to cooking lore.
Okay. Gilali.
Mouths to feed. I shall cook. I think I foraged last time, so this
You
time
want to
I'll
cook a meal? Okay.
Yes.
Nakri.
He's gonna hunt and gather again, but is the healer's blessing, is that more for Galali's healing, or would Necray is the...
What do you mean by that?
Whatever healer's blessing is at the camp.
You can click on it to read it.
Oh, look at that, okay.
It's also useless because we're all full HP.
Yes.
Well, yes, I
Yeah.
understand in this specific instance it is not something we need. So is it any healer that can go in there? I don't see a drop down where it's like survival,
Meaning
stealth.
that simply anybody can do it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Each character regains twice the amount of hit points. Interesting. You know what? Lindsay will go there.
Instead of telling a story? Well, I'm shocked.
Critical failure. Okay, she failed. Davian, where do you go?
I lack permissions to update the actor.
No, you need
Yeah,
to
we
tell
can't
me
do
where
it.
you go.
We just tell them.
Oh, let's camouflage this campsite. David's a little neurotic right now about getting caught.
So successes, critical successes, and successes all across the board. The question
Yeah.
is, so... Oh, give me a second. Gilali, do you cook a basic meal or hearty meal?
Something hearty for a newfound friend.
So you
who-
may click on hearty meal D20. That is a critical failure.
We are rolling very badly.
Is this
So-
does this smell burnt to you?
What? Yeah, right. Does that smell like if it's burned to you? So you have two choices. Either you ration or you go to hearty meal with Galali, she finishes cooking and it smells very bad. But she's like, oh, please, take some. So who wants to take some is the question.
Necray takes a hearty meal, takes a bite, and looks at his sister and goes, "It's not bad if you don't mind the taste."
Okay, so Nikri, you're doing the hearty meal. Who else is doing the hearty meal?
I will do the hearty meal. We can't just let it go to waste.
Fair.
You know,
If he's not offered
Sis,
anything else,
sis, I
Davian
think
would
this
do
is
the hearty
wasted.
meal. as well.
There is also rations. But yeah, let's. What about Vess and Lucian?
Well, Davian, if you look like you don't... Well, you know what? You have food. Yeah, just rations.
I'll take a
And what
ration.
about Vess? Vess takes the ration. And you guys rest.
Is that automatically applied?
Yes.
The minus...
Can I get a description from everybody?
Yes.
Oh, yes, you may.
Should I
so-
go first?
Let's go by the order of the camp. So Lucian first.
All right. You see a man, a very lithe body. He's well bit, but very much so. You think more agile than strength. From what you could see from when he was charging you, and since then, he's pretty sure of himself. He's, you know, I've always handled everything myself, type of guy. You see him in camp, kind of fussing with his hair a lot. He's trying to fix it himself and clean himself up as well as he can. He does not like the nature, everything of it. He comes off as almost like a noble who's had to get his hands dirty. He knows how to handle himself. He understands the struggle, but he still prefers the fight.
Vess.
Yes. So Vess is not. Well, it's kind of a tall gnome, like almost 4 feet. Sorry. He has like a little short hair on the sides, a little beard, but like in a bluish kind of color, but with a big stripe of white on top that is a bit longer. He has a long coat with a lot of like pockets and stuff, and like he brings his crossbow on the side, and looks always like either fidgeting or like thinking about something.
Gilali.
Galali is an elf. She's tall. She's lean. She has dark skin, gold eyes. Her her movements are graceful, kind of deliberate, and she's never too far away from Nicray.
Speaking of which, Nicray.
So everything Galali just said, but like for Nicraig, because they're twins, he's gonna walk a little proper. They're nobles from where they're from, so younger, not read about the world in a book, but has not experienced the world. So has that going for him. And yes, is typically pretty close with his sister.
Coming
Okay.
with them is a, I'd say, mid-20s gnome or halfling lady. She is clearly of the more healthy and rich sort, with the thickness of her cheeks. She has a ink like splatter here, and her fingers are covered in ink in the same way that most scroll workers and other people that deal with books are covered in. She always seems to be having a smile on her face, and she seems to be good company. Davian, what is everybody else seeing?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What is
Describe it,
everybody else seeing?
Davian's his cloak is still a little homespun and rough and ragged. His clothes are fairly tattered, but serviceable. He's just young and he's tired and exhausted. He's looking at Lucian. He just kind of walks over and he starts. You've got some dirt on here, and he starts rubbing at the shirt or jacket or whatever Lucian's wearing. And over the course of a minute, he casts Restyle. And the coat turns into imagine like a Harlequin's coat. Half of it's still black, and the other half of it is like a checked bright blue and red. It's better. And he walks away.
He'll look between the changed colors and the halfling back and forth for a while, and like, I can't believe you've done this to me style, and kind of groan and go, I assume no matter what I say, you will not fix.
Oh no, it looks much better.
Of course. Kind of sigh and
So
that'll be it.
any options for Lucian to try to hide have quickly left him. The group bricked camp. In the middle of the night, you do hear wolves that do not seem to venture close to the camp. And you are ready at the break of dawn to head towards the river camp, or at least location that you believe, and led somewhat by Davian toward where this camp is, hoping to find the first real foothold of the bandits within the Greenbelt. But you know what? That'll be a story for episode 4, when we'll come back in 2 weeks to
Hold on,
get
real
and to
quick.
know what our adventurers will do with their newfound friend, Davian.
We're forgetting something important.
Yes?
We need to describe who Socks is.
Who what?
Oh, you're right.
Oh
Socks.
my god, Socks!
Socks the fox.
Socks the fox! Go ahead.
So you are correct. Socks is he is a fox. However, anybody comes close to him, has this air of chill, this cold that emanates from him. He's cold to the touch. You always see his breath.
He's like a glaceon.
He's more like a snow fox, not a traditional fox that you would see in the woods. Grays and whites and blacks, but definitely has some air of the arcane to him.
Oh, Lucian will absolutely be trying to pet him as much. Not that he knows he's like a not fail.
Yep.
Our players and our party next game awakens, and it is well in the night, in the early days of morning, in the early hours of morning, as they will wake up and decide where they wish to go under severe hailstorm for that day.
Oh,
I would like to thank everybody that's been here tonight. I think this is the biggest attendance that we've had in a while. And
Definitely the most active.
definitely the most active. Guys, please be active in the chat. Be active either on YouTube or Twitch. We love all of that. It is really appreciated. And yeah, so as
that was
Samson of
awesome.
Ireland, also called Nakri, says, "Yay!" All right, guys. Yeah. All right.
Thanks for coming out, folks.
Thanks for coming out, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Same time, same day of the week. We'll see you soon. Okay. Take care, guys.